What's going on, Internet? My name's Feburary, and welcome back to the 2017 February International Challenge VGC. Gonna hop right back into the battling the last episode. If you haven't watched that, you should go check that out. Finished with 1-1. We're sitting with a 1503 rating right now. Looking for a battle. This team, it's okay. It's not the greatest. I wish I had more ready for this, but what you see is all pretty much half of what I got trained up. Just kind of at my leisure. I'd like to start experimenting with some things, but I really haven't had the time to get everything ready. I know the game's almost been out for 5 or 6 months. It's 4 months already. Don't really have that much. As you're going to see, Seba with the Garchomp, Whimsicott, Arcanine, Vikavolt, Slush Rushing, Sandshrew, and a Muck. Things that are interesting, I do think Neoligo is pretty good to lead off with here. I think I'm going to lead off with the Hariyama, Neoligo, and then Garchomp and Gyarados in the back. Bringing some Intimidate support again. Still haven't used Magnezone yet. I don't know. It just really hasn't come up to the point where I need it, per se. Like, it'd be good to have against, like, next to the Garchomp being able to freely Earthquake at least once. He's going to lead off with the Whimsicott and the Arcanine, as I'm leading off with the Hariyama and the Neoligo. Arcanine going to go for an Intimidate. So that Whimsicott's probably going to want to go for a Tailwind or something like that. I'm just going to go ahead and fake it out. And then go for a Sludge Bomb into it. Really, Arcanine really isn't going to be doing much against these two. Unless it's rocking like close combat or something like that. And not going to. So he's going to withdraw the Whimsicott. Good play. He's going to send out the Garchomp. So go for a fake out into the Garchomp. You can go for a Sludge Bomb into the Garchomp. Not going to do much. Do you get a Poison, maybe? Nope. So he's going to go for a Will-O-Wisp onto the Hariyama, which is actually good, activating my Guts ability. Now I'm going to stay in here, and I'm going to close combat into the Arcanine, and then I'm going to switch out and go into the Gyarados. Just because Neoligo, again, not going to do much. It's going to take a lot from an Earthquake or Ground EMZ. This is kind of predicting Ground EMZ. Just because I'm going to get off an Intimidate on both. So this looks like to be more of a supportive Arcanine. So he's going to withdraw the Arcanine. Probably going on the Whimsicott or Vikavolt. Okay. So he's probably going for Earthquake right here. Yep. So this is only going to really touch the Hariyama. It doesn't affect Gyarados. So I'm going to go for a close combat into the Vikavolt, not doing too much damage there. So my defenses and special defense are going to fall. So he's probably got some like Disc Quaking stuff he's going to want to do. I need to take out that Vikavolt now rather than later. So I'm going to feint, and then I'm going to Arterium Z that sucker. Hydro Vortex in the Vikavolt slot just because. Gonna feint into the Vikavolt. You can go for another Earthquake. Vikavolt's not gonna take anything. Gyarados isn't gonna take anything. So I think that Garchomp's Choice Scarfed. That's going to be enough to take out the Vikavolt. good. So no Disc Quake going on there. Kind of interesting concept there. Hariyama, used for lifespan, gonna be a little less. So I can see him definitely wanting to set up some kind of like tailwind action. So then comes the Arcanine again. I'm gonna fire off and Intimidate. So I'm just gonna close combat into it, and then thing is, do I want to Dragon Dance? So he's got in the back, he's got the Whimsicott. So realistically, if I can, who do I need to take out first? I'm gonna take out the Arcanine first. So he's going to go for a Dragon Claw, probably into the Gyarados. Yeah. So Gyarados going to get off a Waterfall. This should do quite a bit. Not enough to take it out. It's about half. He's going to go for a Flamethrower into the Hariyama slot. Okay, that's a crit. Hariyama going to go down there. More importantly, we didn't get burned. So, going to bring out the Garchomp here. I'm going to go for an Earthquake, and I'm going to Ice Fang into the Garchomp slot. That should... He could theoretically switch out the Arcanine here into the Whimsicott, trying to preserve it. He's going to actually just stay and go for a Dragon Claw into the Garchomp. I should be able to hold on, do just fine. Going to do some rough skin damage. So this combination of Earthquake and Ice... doesn't affect the Gyarados. Earthquake and Ice Fang should be enough to take out the Garchomp. So as long as this hits, famous last words. And he misses. Ugh. Things are really easy. Should just went for the Waterfall there in hindsight. So this is probably a speed tie between my... So what I'm going to do is an Earthquake should take him out, break the Sash. I'm not super concerned about the Garchomp. I am kind of super concerned. Either way, I need to knock out the Garchomp this turn, not having it miss. Just because Neoleo in the back does beat the Whimsicott head-to-head. So he's going to go for a Moonblast into the Garchomp. Kind of expected, but... So he's going to go for a Dragon Claw. Unless this crits, Gyarados should be taking it as he does. And a Waterfall is going to connect and take out the Garchomp. And I think that's going to seal up my victory here as I just bring out Neoleo Sludge Bomb and I win. I'm running a Choice Scarf Neoleo with Protect because reasons. So Sludge Bomb into the Whimsicott, and I'm gonna Waterfall to not risking Ice Fangs. So Neoleo gonna outspeed, gonna get off the Choice Scarf, Sludge Bomb, bring him down to his Sash, 4 times effective. Gonna go for a Moonblast into the Gyarados, should take it out, but Choice Scarf Neoleo gonna come through and be able to finish up the deal here. I'm not making too many good reads, as that should be the game. The one thing I wanted to do in this game is prevent the Whimsicott from setting up any kind of Tailwind support. So I'm going to defeat Seba there. Going to bring our record in the International Challenge to 2-1. Gonna have one more battle in this episode. As soon as I do, I think the 3 clicks or so. No, I do not want to save. Ew. No. Yes. And we're going to continue battling. Kind of thoughts from that last battle. Hariyama, I don't know how I like it necessarily. You're going to see someone from Japan with a 1483 rating. And he's got rocking dual Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini, Magnezone, Decidueye, Snorlax, and Komo-o. Darn, I don't have a fairy type. So, things that I probably shouldn't bring. Gyarados happens to be one of them. Garchomp does fairly well, except for against the Fini. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to lead Magnezone and Garchomp. And then Hariyama looks good, especially against that Snorlax, and Neoligo, because why not? Choice Scarf. So we're going to see what kind of plays we can make. Hopefully we can make better plays. Not making good plays. The worst plays. Well, so I think that's one of the weaknesses of this team, is not having a Tapu. I would have liked to have a Tapu, but I wasn't really comfortable bringing this. He's going to lead off with the Decidueye and the Snorlax. So I don't want to lose my air balloon just yet. I'm going to switch. I need to take out that Snorlax now. I'm going to go ahead and Tectonic Rage into the Snorlax, if that's a smart play. He doesn't have anything that could possibly want to switch into that. But what if I think I need to double into it, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to Tectonic Rage, and then I'm going to Thunderbolt the Snorlax as well. He'll probably lose the air balloon. So be it. We're gonna see. Oh, that's not my capture card going all messed up. Tectonic Rage. So this should do a lot. Probably actually just take it out. Okay. Was not expecting. Things I was not expecting is that's gonna pop the balloon. Gonna lower my speed. Air balloon's gonna pop. I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt into the Decidueye. Why? I don't know. I'm gonna see who my opponent's gonna bring out next. If it's the Tapu Lele, we're in a lot of trouble. Actually, no, we're not. I think I can outspeed it. So yeah, Tapu Lele is gonna come out. I'm gonna set up the Psychic Surge. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep forgetting I have Protect on the Garchomp, and I'm gonna go for the Flash Cannon into the Tapu Lele. I think that's a smart play, because he's probably gonna want to fire off something into the Garchomp. Just Garchomp, Garchomp really doesn't threaten everything unless he has the Tapu Koko in the back. So Garchomp gonna Protect here. Tapu Lele gonna go for a Moonblast into the Garchomp, showing that he's most likely Choice Scarf. Gonna go for another Low Sleep into the Magnezone. What does he have Low Sleep? Gonna lower my speed once again, and I'm gonna Flash Cannon into the Tapu Lele. That's gonna do enough to take out the Tapu Lele. We're gonna see what my opponent's last Pokemon is. Magnezone I don't think can take another Low Sleep. But realistically, Hariyama can come back in. I'm going to... Yeah, Hariyama can come in. He doesn't have knockoff, does he? Nope, yeah, Poison Grab on there. Decidueye kind of is a problem, I'm just going to Earthquake right here. There's no reason not to. And I'm going to Protect with the Magnezone. I didn't get to show that off. Oh well. So I'm actually going to forfeit there. It's going to be a 4-2 victory in my favor. And that's going to wrap things up for this episode number 2. We're sitting at a record of 3-1 now, and I'd like to thank you all for watching, coming out. Hope to see you next time, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.